Hello students, welcome to Spectra Education Academy. In this video, I am going to explain numericals which are based on angular displacement, angular velocity, linear velocity relation with angular velocity, angular acceleration, its relation with linear acceleration, a tangential acceleration. So before we go to numericals, so there is one concept, a body which is in uniform circular motion or non-uniform circular motion. It also possesses the tangential force as well as centripetal force. So let us first finish that. So when body is in uniform circular motion, we try to understand like this. So this is circular path in which particle in motion, or you can say the circular path in vertical plane. In this particle moves. Suppose try to understand that when particle is here, when particle is here, so this is the direction. We got that this is AT, tangential acceleration, due to change in the direction of velocity. In the same direction, there is tangential force. When particle comes here, this is the direction AT. In the same direction, there will be tangential force. So suppose when particle is here, there is also one more force towards the center. It is centripetal force, as well as in the same direction, there will be centripetal acceleration. When particle is here, therefore this is AC, even FC. Okay. So when particle comes to here, this is the direction of AT and this is the direction of FT. When particle is here, so this is the direction of AT and FT. So wherever particle might be, centripetal force and centripetal tangential force are perpendicular to each other. So the angle between them is 90. So this is in the horizontal plane when particle moves. So this is the center. Here is the center. Then when particle is here, this is the direction of AC. This is the direction of AC and FC. So when particle is here, this is the direction of AT. This is the direction of FT. Similarly here, this is AT. This is FT. Now, at any instant when particle comes to here, AT and FT. And last, this is the direction of AT and also FT. So towards center, there will be centripetal force and centripetal acceleration. Towards center, there will be AT, AC and centripetal acceleration. Even here also, AC and FC. So we can write the net force since two vectors are perpendicular, because tangential force and centripetal force are perpendicular. Making use of parallelogram, we got the equation for magnitude of resultant vector A square plus B square 2AB cos theta. Similarly, here F net is equal to Ft square FC square. Since theta is 90, this quantity does not exist. So therefore Ft square plus FC square. So you can write in another way, MA tangential acceleration plus MVC centripetal acceleration, MVC square by R. So this is another way. Next, we can also write M relation between tangential acceleration and angular acceleration is R alpha whole square plus M into, let me say R, you can write VC as r square omega square, because it is vc square whole square, because v equal to r omega. Then, so this is the way. So you can expect numerical maybe in this step or in this step or in this step. Now let us proceed with the numericals based on these. First question, a point on the rim of a wheel 3 meters in diameter has a linear velocity 18 meter per second. The angular velocity of the wheel is, so we need to find out omega. So try to understand that this is the wheel. So at any instant, linear velocity provided, suppose let us say this is the instant. Here the linear velocity is v is equal to 18 meter per second. So what is the diameter given means? Diameter means the total is given 3 meters. This is the center, but we require half of the diameter only, that is 1.5. So it is r. We have the formula v equal to r omega. So v is mentioned as 18, r is 1.5, and we need to find out omega. So this will be 180. So 15 into 12 is 180. So omega is equal to 12 radian per second. So second option is correct. Next question. A car is moving with the speed of 30 meters per second on a straight path of radius 500 meters. If its speed is increasing at a rate of 2 meters per second square, so the net acceleration of the car is, so we got a net as root over at square plus ac square. So here at is mentioned as 2 meters per second, but let us try to find out ac. ac is equal to v square by r. So let us try to understand the question with the help of diagram. This may be the circular path along which body moves. They mentioned that radius is 500 meters and moving with the speed of, so v is given, v is 30 meters per second. Now let us try to find out. So 30 meters per second v square means it will be 900. So radius will be 500. So therefore 9 by 5 means 1.8. Next, so centripetal acceleration is this. Now what is tangential acceleration means? It is 2, it will be 4 plus 1.8 whole square is 3.24. So root 7.24. It is approximately more than 2, less than 3. So roughly it may be 2.7 meter per second square. Let us proceed with another question. Next question is, the speed of a motor increases from 1200 rpm to 1800 rpm in 20 seconds. How many revolutions does it make in this time period? So first we have to find out angular acceleration. Alpha is equal to omega 2 minus omega 1 by t. But here they mentioned frequency. So we got omega is equal to 2 pi by capital T first. 1 by t can be written as frequency for 1 second calculation. But here RPM mentioned. So for 60. So therefore 2 pi f by 60. Now let us try to find out omega 1. 1200. So it is 2 pi with 1200 by 60. So cancel, this is 20. So it will be 40 pi radian per second. Now let us try to also find out omega 2. So it will be 2 pi into 1800 divided by 60. So it will be 30. So this will be 60 pi radian per second. Making use of these two, alpha is equal to 60 pi minus 40 pi divided by this particular angular velocity change occurs in 20 seconds. So therefore, this will be 20 pi by 20. So it will be pi radian per second square. Now making use of v square minus u square is equal to 2as. In this concept, we can write omega 2 square minus omega 1 square is equal to 2 alpha theta. Once again, we can make this theta as 2 pi n, because n is the question now. Omega 2 square, what is omega 2? 60 pi. So it will be 3600 pi square minus, what is omega 1? It is 40. So it is 1600 pi square is equal to 2 alpha. How much is alpha? Means it is pi, and there will be 2 pi n. So now this is going to be 2000 pi square is equal to 4 pi square with n. So pi square get cancelled. 4 into 500 times. So n is equal to 500. So it completes in this 20 seconds duration, it completes 500 revolutions. In my next video, I'll continue with a few more numericals in the concept of uniform circular motion. Thank you very much for watching my video. But don't forget to share and subscribe with your friends and relatives.